Hey there, good day. I'm Dr. Ruth Roberts, your pet's ally. I hope that everything is going well in your world. Don't have a whole lot of questions today, so we'll just jump right over to, there's my little cheat sheet, and here's the Facebook page. Um, so Kathy is asking about these homemade dog cookies, and these are a great idea, Kathy. And I think, the ingredients make sense if your pet's not sensitive to them because they're gonna just kind of hold up. Um, and this is great. You put the recipe right out there. The other thing you might use these um, molds for is actually, if you're like May, this would be great for you, or Pam and sorry, May, May and Debbie, great to see you both. But this might be great for you because you can just take, if you're doing like a rotation diet, just take whatever the day's food is and kind of fill the dots up, if you will. And I think you could probably just take um, like a spatula and load the food up and kind of squish it in all the dots and then bake it, and then you've got training treats. I mean, those are the perfect size. So thanks a ton, Kathy. This is a great idea. And then, if you can vary this up, so essentially the potato flakes are absorbing enough of the liquid to kind of keep it held together. The eggs are going to keep it held together. And that's a wonderful idea. Thanks. Susie, I think we answered this last week. Um, and then again, sorry for the confusion on this last week. I had a really great conversation with Debbie, and if you did not get a chance to see it, there's several links in because there was a weird, oh, interesting, one's left, one's right. There was a weird thing going on with Zoom trying to connect um, into into Facebook. So hopefully we'll get that figured out. We've got mica paws in stock now, which is a medicinal mushroom um, product that we've had produced. I am super excited about it. There is a 25% discount code Thursday. I'm going to be doing a Facebook Live, which actually will go to the page straight away, um, about medicinal mushrooms and how you can use them for your pets. So here is a link to that for Thursday, and that will be at 3 p.m. Central Time. But I did a more detailed talk for the iPets Ally folks, and that's posted up on that page as well. We've got some new members this week. So Tanny, Marshall, and Rachel, welcome. Hope all is well in your world, and use this page and this group to help get the information that you need. We're so delighted you're here. We're so glad our group is growing too. That really is wonderful. And I think that's it. There's one more question over here. Rachel was asking about Honest Kitchen dehydrated foods. And this is one of those things that I think is a good stopgap measure. The thing I don't like about them is that I think people have had difficulty as far as and as far as um, getting the kind of rotation that they need. So typically this and Dr. Harvey's, um, they tend to have a base mix that's broccoli. So this one's, let me pop over here. So their grain-free fruit and veggie base mix is cabbage, banana, sweet potatoes. And that's, that's not bad in the scheme of things, but let's see if we can get this to look a little clearer. Get rid of that too. So we've got sweet potatoes, peas, cabbage, coconut, apples, bananas, spinach, dehydrated pumpkin, celery, honey. That's a lot of sugar. So, I think there's some other ones. Dr. Harvey's, I think, has better um, better options, more vegetables. And if it's what you can do, then do it, because this is still better than adding in, than, feeding the um, commercial pet foods. And the other thing is that you can add in fresh veggies, and I think that that's not a bad idea either. The downside with Honest Kitchen is you still, for the base mix, you still have to add in um, the proteins, so you still have to cook those. If you're using one of the pre-mixed products, again, you've got chicken. And again, bear with me a second while this sucker loads up. So you got chicken, flaxseed, potatoes, sweet potatoes, apples, celery, honey. I mean, that's still a lot of sugar and a lot of high carbohydrate diet. So, if flaxseed is the number 2 ingredient, that's a lot of potential issues with the gut. So I hope that makes some sense. If you're looking around for some other options, take a look at Dr. Harvey's. Um, and especially if you are trying to do something while you're going out of town. Um, and I mean, he's just got a ton of different stuff out there. But, I think there's a better way, and cooking is, to me, it's the best way, because that way you're going to be feeding exactly what you know works for your pet, and then you'll be able to really adapt it. We had quite a number of pets that ended up having problems with this down the road because, again, the base mix is all the same. It's broccoli predominantly, and then some other veggies that are used in um, all the same recipes. Let me see if I can get to some ingredients here. Again, apologies, the internet. And Pam's asking about making the treats. So she's been mixing it up and then putting it on the baking tray without cooking it. So you can do it either way. I think most people have been using the cooking it first and then baking a little bit to dry it back out. Does that make sense? So essentially you're going to rehydrate it, but yeah. So, and then with Dr. Harvey's, we've got whitefish, carrots, flaxseed, broccoli, green beans, cabbage, fish collagen, pumpkin. So, but the problem is that when you get past the protein, the rest of these ingredients, with the exception of the fish collagen, are in the rest of his foods. And so I've seen pets, particularly because this has a lot of flaxseed, develop sensitivities to this food. So I hope that makes sense. Um, any questions that you all have that I have not answered this morning? Um, so I hope that answered your question, May. So we'll go from there. Okay, that's all I've got for you today. So we will see you next week, and keep the questions coming because I sure do enjoy answering them. Many thanks, and take good care. So remember, your pet's best health starts in the bowl.